Hello viewers, this is Richard from the Northern Airsofters here to give you a quick review on the KWA Glock 19. Now, this is the pistol that I take most of the time with me on skirmishes. It is, from what I've found, it is a very good pistol. I actually originally got it from my dad, who got it in the 90s at some point. I don't know when exactly, but since then it served him well. I haven't had any faults with it. We've lost the rear sights to it, which makes it a bit less accurate, but that's something that obviously will come with the gun if you get it yourself. So what I found with it is that it's very powerful. I don't know what it fires at exactly, but I'm guessing it'd be around 350 to 400 FPS. It does have decent recoil on it. It's gas blowback, so it will have the recoil, but I prefer that in a gas blowback pistol. It feels much more realistic holding it. It's much nicer to fire when you've got that recoil in it. So that's plus side for me of it. The accuracy of it is quite poor. Number one, because it's lost the rear sights, and number two, I think just in general it's not a very sturdy gun. But I don't think it's really made specifically for accuracy, considering it is just a CQB weapon. Now, the actual Glock 19 was a real weapon, which we failed to mention in the last review that we did. We didn't do much research into it, so I thought that it was just some rip-off of the Glock 17. And you may also remember in the loadout video that I did, I called it a Glock 17, which it isn't. It is a Glock 19 and it does exist. But it wasn't used as widely as the Glock 17, but it pretty much is just another version of the Glock 17. Came out a bit later, but yes, it's fixed to semi-automatic, and it's a Glock. It's still got the shape and function of a Glock. So the gas, it's a gas pistol. The way to fill up the gas is simply at the bottom. You will slide slide this bottom plate off, and it will reveal a little hole there in which you put your gas. The gas that I use is ultra air power gas made by ASG, and it's a simple way that you'd use any gas. Have your top there, and you place it upside down into the pistol. Now it's full at the moment, so I won't do that right now. The way it's loaded is simply at the top. Probably best you get a speed load of something like this. It's double stacked magazine. As you can see, it fits about 20 to 24 rounds. I don't like to put it right at the bottom because sometimes it can get stuck. But I usually fit about 18 to 20 in just that little bit there. So mag capacity is quite large. And overall, that is the description of the gun. I'd recommend it to anybody who's starting airsoft. It was quite cheap when my dad got it. I think it was around £65 when my dad got it, but that was in the 90s, so it'll probably be a bit more expensive now. But I'd say it's well worth the price. Pretty cheap and very reliable and long-lasting gun for any beginners wanting to do airsoft. Now, I will show you a quick disassembly of the pistol. And from that I'll show you how you can adjust the hop up. Unfortunately I don't have the tool to do it with, but if you say I'll show you how you can do it with that specific tool. So before I take you through the disassembly itself of the pistol, I'm going to take you through some of its exterior features. Now, first of all, we can see straight away that it's got a metal slide across the top here. Nothing more to say about it than it's a metal slide. The rest of the gun, so the lower receiver here, is made out of high density plastic, so it's still quite sturdy, but not quite the same as the metal slide. But you find that most of the weight is in this metal slide at the top. This little catch here that reveals the breech sort of drops down as you pull the slide back to allow you to see into the chamber, where we've currently got a BB in there because we can't get it out. But luckily it's not actually going to fire off itself because there's no magazine in it. So As well as that, you've got a little catch here that can lock the slide back. So if I slide it back now and put the catch up, there you go, it's locked back. And just to release, you just push that catch down and it flies back forward again. So the trigger here is plastic as well. Foresight is metal, got a little white dot on the front of it that would match up with the red ones on the rear sight if we actually had one. So we've also got the magazine here, which is metal, and this little slide on the bottom here is plastic. But apart from that, that's pretty much it for the exterior. I'll be moving into the interior now. So to disassemble it, first of all you need to pull the slide back, and you'll see there's there's one on this side and one on this side, these little slides here that you pull down and then push the slide forward, and it should just come straight off like that. And then you have the low receiver there, which is your plastic bit, and then here you have the inside of the slide where most of the firing mechanisms are. So first of all, the first thing you have to do to disassemble this bit, this will end up taking the barrel out eventually where it'll reveal the hop up. You push this forward, the spring, which will allow you to push it upwards and then take it out that way, so this doesn't latch onto it anymore. So you put that off to the side, and then this you simply push forward. Most of this is only resting on each other and kind of supporting each other, so it can come out quite easily. And then you just take this out itself. It all slots together quite nicely, so easily disassembled. So, and then from there you can take the inner barrel out just by slotting that outwards like that. Now you've got the outer barrel and the inner barrel here. Now if you're wanting to adjust the hop up, you can see at the back here that there's some teeth just around where the BB is, and from there the gun comes with a specific tool that you can actually use to twist around the hop up and adjust it, but I don't have that tool at the moment, so that's how you get to the hop up basically, but I can't show you how you actually change it. So that is basically the internals of the gun. So you have the low receiver internals, you have the slide internals, you have the spring, outer barrel and inner barrel. And to reassemble it, first of all we put the inner barrel back into the outer barrel, as so. You place the outer barrel back into the slide itself, as so, and push it up against this little bit there. And then you take the spring, and just the same as how you took it out, you place that up against the outer barrel, push it through the little loop at the front, and then that would allow it to depress back onto this little firing mechanism here. At which point, to get it back into the low receiver, you simply place it at the front and slide it back on, as so. And there you go, the gun reassembled. And with that, this concludes my review of the KWA Glock 19. Stay tuned for next week and we'll have a shooting test of this gun. But for now, please like, comment, favourite, subscribe. This was Richard Jones from the Northern Airsofters. Thank you for watching.